I don't know if this is gonna make sense to anyone, but the camera that I film on feels like it dictates the content that we're filming that day. So today, I mean, we have the GoPro out, and to me, it just reminds me of like, it reminds me of like the golden days of YouTube, just the vlog days, I guess you can put it. It's just like that point and shoot vibe where I'm not worrying about getting B-roll or color correcting in post or anything. I'm just filming and going. You know, versus something like this, which is my, my vlog camera setup. It's a great camera. I love it, obviously, but it just feels like more of a, I don't know if chore is the right word. It makes me think more. I feel like it takes away from just going out and doing things and filming. Oh, hi. Oh, you're so stinking cute. Oh, yeah, you are. So yeah, I want to head to the skate park, and there's also something new I want to try also. Taking the New Balances out for a spin. I've had these shoes for quite some months now. They're starting to blow out a little bit, which is my switch foot, which is actually a first. I've been trying to skate switch and nollie a bit more because that's always been my weakness. And then the regular foot, you know, they're skate shoes and they're looking like skate shoes, but they still got a little bit of life left. All right, what could I be forgetting? Water. Oh yeah, we're planning our wedding because I'm engaged. And skateboard, we're gonna need that. The truck is a mess right now, but this is actually what I want to experiment with today. I've been messing around, you know what, I'm gonna tell you about it once we get there. And here we are, ladies and gents, we made it. There she is. Grass Valley Skate Park. It's in such a scenic setting, dude. I absolutely love living up here. I think it was my last video, actually. I just made a video here that kind of talks more about the backstory of the park, because it's a brand new skate park, but there's been a skate park in this location for a long time, many years. They demoed the old park to build this new park, which was relatively controversial in itself because a lot of the locals, you know, grew up skating the old version of this park. It was a totally fine skate park, and some people don't love the new park. Me personally, I got the opportunity to skate the old park a couple times. I moved up here like 6 months before they tore it down, so I didn't get to skate it too much. Personally, I thought both parks were great. I love the old park. I also love the new park. Today, I was trying to beat the heat, but the heat is here, so the heat's gonna beat me. I wanted to try something though that I was briefly talking about before we left. I brought my 360 camera. This isn't sponsored or anything. I paid for this with my own money, but I got this for drifting. I have like a car mount, and it's like a suction cup. It's like a third person, like GTA style of video. Super cool, and I got it for, again, filming drifting, and I've never tried filming skating with it before. It has this crazy feature where it's on this, you know, big long extendo pole, but thanks to its algorithm or software or whatever, it actually edits out the stick, and it gives you this almost like drone third person like angle. The only, you know, the caveat to it is that you're holding this giant, you know, what, 3-foot stick as you're skating and doing the tricks. It's just something I wanted to experiment with, so here goes nothing. Before we get any further into today's video, you may notice that Taylor and I are currently in a hotel room for reasons that will make sense later in this video, but I wanted to take a minute to thank the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is brought to you by Saley. Saley, thank you guys for sponsoring this video. I'm also just noticing that Now that we're using the real camera, you can see how scruffy and unshaven I look. The GoPro kind of hides all that. Anyway, Saily is an eSIM app that allows you to stay connected in over 200 places around the world. Originally, because I've been talking to Saily for a while now, the plan or the goal was to, I wanted to take a trip overseas so I could actually use the eSIM as our collaboration. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get our schedules to align, as you can tell, because I'm not in a different country. I'm at my house. If you've ever traveled overseas, you may have run into data issues. You either are paying your provider an absurd amount of money for an international plan or whatever, or you just don't have service or internet, and both of those aren't very appealing options. With Saily, because it's an eSIM, you don't actually have a physical SIM card that you install into your phone. You don't have to wait in lines at airports and go through that whole ordeal to get the SIM card that you're looking for. All you do is you choose the data plan that you want, you install it onto your phone, you're good to go. You don't get hit with all these expensive roaming fees and whatnot. Another big appeal of an eSIM, like Saily, as opposed to a physical SIM card, is you install it once. So let's say me, for example, I'm traveling to Canada. I would go through the Saily app, I would select the Canada plan, I would install that onto my phone, boom, good to go. And then, let's say, next week I'm going to, where do I want to go? Somewhere in Europe. I really want to go to Europe, in case you haven't gathered. And Japan. Japan is a bucket list trip for me, dude. I would do bad things to go to Japan. Not actually. Maybe I shouldn't use that verbiage, but I do really want to go to Japan. So let's say I go to Japan. You scroll through Saily, you get the plan you need, you install it, boom, good to go. All of Saily's plans are compatible with both iPhone, which is what I have, also Android, for those of you that are anti-iPhone, 24/7 support, built-in ad blocker, both global and regional plans, and of course, most importantly, affordable pricing. As you guys are going to find out in a second here, I actually am traveling tomorrow, actually, not out of the country. But hopefully, I really do. I want to get back into traveling, man. Like, I want to go, like, Brazil and Portugal were two of my favorite places in the world. I would love, like, it's been years since I've experienced that, and I would love to just start traveling again, man. Without a doubt, you will catch me using Saily when that happens. There's going to be some information on screen, as well as a link in the description, where you can go to download the Saily app and use my code Garrett for 15% off. Thank you for sponsoring this video, and now back to the GoPro vlog. Oh, I need AC. Wow, skating with that thing actually wasn't that bad. I didn't fall. Like, I was a little worried about falling because I have something in my hand. We made it out today unscathed. Oh, dude. I just gotta like chill for a sec. That was fun. I have no idea how editing. Oh, hold on. I need to investigate something really quick. There's these rails that I drive past every single time I leave the skate park. Oh. It looks like it's gravel, or like gravel and dirt landing. I thought it was asphalt. I still want to look at these. Let's see what these are all about. We have a little baby one, but this is the one that I always see. Damn. I mean, yeah, dude, that is a pretty good rail. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's only an 8 stair, but I think it's just like the rail looks so perfect because there's no little kink at the end or anything. Got some crusty, crunchy ground though, so it would need a good BJ, a Bondo job. Pretty normal, like average height handrail. It's like hip height. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's a like grab a sheet of plywood, put it at the bottom, you have yourself a perfect little rail. Also, do my good deed for the day. Pick up some trash. Like I'm limited to 1 good deed per day. Oh, I did my 1 good deed. Don't have to do another till tomorrow. More trash. You made it so close to the trash can, buddy. There you go. And then we have this one, which actually looks like it has a little bit better ground, like no massive crack at the front. Definitely still chunky, but this one's way shorter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only a little 5 stair. Pristine, untouched rail. Like, dude, if this were a spot in LA, people would have been putting plywood here. Someone probably would have poured like a concrete slab at the bottom. Like this, or probably the bigger one. This would be like a whole skate spot. And up here, it's like I'd never been skated to my knowledge. I wanna go check this one for grind marks again. Yeah, we have literally nothing. These are completely untouched. I don't know much about much. I don't know much about much. I don't know much about like BMX or biking or anything, but would this not be like a perfect bike rail? Because you don't need asphalt or concrete to land on. You can land on rocks and dirt on a bike. Just looks too perfect for me to not see any action. It's too good to pass up. Who needs to roll away anyway? Rolling away from tricks is whack. There's someone in their car right over there. I don't know if they're gonna kick me out or not, but I'm just gonna give it a one and done. Yeah. I guess that went about as I expected. One of these days, I gotta come back with like Bondo. Will now start. Dash cam always scares me. Come back with Bondo and like a sheet of plywood and actually get a whole session on these rails. That just made me realize that I really haven't gone street skating. Okay, maybe like 2 or 3 times since I moved up here. I miss it. I miss like the adventure, dude. Like even looking back through some of my old videos, it's like I was always going out to like somewhere not my house, going out with homies, going to new skate parks or skate spots. Like I was just like out doing things. Like I travel to different countries. Like I miss that. I think the difference is like I absolutely love where I live, so it's like it's harder for me to leave my house. But man, like I want to start doing more, I guess, just traveling. Speaking of traveling, in less than 12 hours, Taylor and I are flying to New Orleans, or New Orleans. How do you say that? I think I've always said New Orleans. We're going to New Orleans for X Games. EA Skate is actually flying us out there. Neither one of us have been before, so obviously we're more than down. The only problem is I haven't traveled in so long. I don't have like I don't have a camera bag. I don't have anything. Let's go get a camera bag. You guys ready for the grand reveal, the camera bag tour. Do you remember how that used to be like an actual thing? Like back in 2016, 2017 YouTube, I would do like, what's in my camera bags? Times were simpler back then. This is my media table up here in the upstairs of the shop. I do social media work for brands and businesses as well. A lot of this stuff I only use for like my professional work, like the gimbal, for example. This is when I'm shooting for Ferrari out in San Francisco, just so I can get those nice smooth shots. This is all batteries for the gimbal and stuff, ND filters, CPL filters, all stuff that I won't need for New Orleans. Ignore the mess. We're mainly talking about this bag right here, which is the one that we just bought, which I was almost worried was going to be a little bit too small, but I think it's gonna be perfect actually, because it is a tiny little guy. But we got the Insta360 like telescoping pole. That's the one that comes out to 3-4 feet or whatever. And then we have my iPhone tripod that I also use for my GoPro every now and then. And then we have the floaty GoPro mount in case we go somewhere with water. In here we have just charging cables, SD cards, all that stuff in this outer pouch. And we open this bad boy up and we have the goods. 360 camera, we have a head mount for the GoPro, we have GoPro accessories like the clips and sticky mounts and whatnot in there. We have the dad cam. This thing's just cool to have for like that old like VHS vibe, but it's not VHS, it records to SD card. Again, this thing's just cool to have, so I always tossed it in. And then we have 2 airline safe portable batteries. And then we have my A6700, my vlog cam, whatever we're calling it there, with the microphone, and that's really it. And then I'm gonna do a separate backpack with, you know, my laptop, all those chargers and everything. I just want something portable that I can, you know, carry around town and have everything that I'll need. That's pretty much it for our camera tour. I guess I should give you a brief backstory of what we're doing in New Orleans, because that's gonna be my life for the next week, which means it's also gonna be your guys' life for the next week if you choose to watch my videos, which of course is always appreciated. X Games is going down, I believe it's the 24th through 26th. Don't quote me on that though. Again, Skate, like EA Skate, is flying me and Taylor out. I gotta film a YouTube video and some short form content for them, which I get to hang out and watch X Games, and then Taylor and I also get to experience New Orleans for the first time. So it was a hard opportunity to pass up. Well, no, I didn't pass it up. I couldn't pass it up, obviously. I was just checking though, because it's booked through my manager, and everyone keeps saying like safe travels, there's a storm coming. I'm like, dude, what is going on? I'm checking the weather right now. It's currently 92 degrees with a severe weather warning, and pretty much all the days that we're there, 94 thunder and lightning, 90 degrees thunder and lightning, 91 degrees thunder and lightning. So it'll be interesting. We have an excessive heat warning, we have a severe weather warning, we have 2 severe weather warnings, we have a heat advisory, and we have a tropical storm warning. So there is a higher than none. There's a very high possibility that our flights either get delayed or like canceled, rescheduled tomorrow, because that's when the storm starts, and I don't know how flying into that's gonna be. I don't love flying, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm kind of playing with the idea of daily vlogging. Again, something about like holding the GoPro is just a whole different vibe for me, and I really enjoy it, and I've enjoyed filming today. The downstairs of the shop is in absolute shambles right now, dude. I cleaned this side though. Look how nice and pretty this looks. I made this shelving the other day. If you guys watched the vlog channel, finally got all this nice and clean, and I was hoping to get this side done before the trip, but it's looking like that's not gonna happen anymore. But yeah, I won't bore you guys with that. I guess, honestly, let me know if you want to see daily vlogs in New Orleans. I don't quite know how that's gonna go, if it's gonna be your thunder and lightning and raining the whole time. It might just be kicking at the hotel. A lot of unknowns, but I'll do my best to keep you guys in the loop for those that care. Appreciate you all watching, and see y'all in New Orleans.